Sometimes, the loudest people in the room aren't the strongest. They're just the most afraid of being forgotten. In every battlefield, whether Kurukshetra or corporate, there's always a Duryodhana, surrounded by noise, names, and numbers, but dying for silence, truth, and loyalty. Welcome to Peace with Dharma. Today, we explore verse 1.9 of the Bhagavad Gita, where Duryodhana continues listing the warriors on his side. But this time, he ends with a subtle but telling phrase. Duryodhana is still speaking to his teacher Dronakarya, but with every word, his mask of confidence begins to slip. Let's read the verse.
अन्ये च बहवः शूरा मदर्थे त्यक्त जीविता नाना शस्त्र प्रहरणा सर्वे युद्ध विशारदा. There are many other heroes also who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with various weapons and are experienced in the art of warfare.
This verse seems like another praise list, but look closely. Duryodhana says, "They are ready to die for my sake." It's no longer about Dharma or the kingdom or even justice. It's about him, his pride, his ego. Duryodhana isn't just announcing warriors. He's projecting his insecurity, covering it with numbers, noise, and names. Think of today's workplaces or politics. There's always someone like Duryodhana, surrounded by yes men, obsessed with control, afraid to lose power, and needing everyone to fight for them, not for the mission. People aren't loyal to a cause. They're tied to a person's ambition. But every one of them is silently scared, because no one's allowed to question them. They don't lead with vision. They lead with validation. Just like Duryodhana, they confuse loyalty with fear and strength with submission. Let's say you're working for someone like this. They never ask, "What do you think?" They only ask, "You're with me, right?" You're just a name on their list, a name they'll proudly shout until the day you're no longer useful. This verse reminds us, when someone says, "They'll die for me," what they're really saying is, "I need others to sacrifice because I'm afraid to face this alone." Now pause. Ask yourself, am I following someone blindly? Am I sacrificing myself for someone else's pride? Or am I living for something greater? The Gita doesn't just teach us how to fight, it teaches us why we fight. Not every warrior is a hero, and not every army is right. As Duryodhana builds his army of obedience, Arjuna, on the other side, will face his own crisis. Not about the enemy outside, but the conflict within. And that is where the real Gita begins. Next time, we'll see what happens when silence falls and Arjuna speaks.